By the way, if you didn't know, I recently purchased a 20-acre country estate down here, down south. And I still have my Ohio house, but right now I'm down south out here enjoying my new land and the surrounding cities. One thing that's really cool about out here is that you have some wealthy folks that kind of mixed in with some poor rural folks out here too, man. But everybody's cool, rich or poor, man. But I'm going to tell you this, guys. You know, a lot of you guys think I'm rich because, you know, I have 2 properties. I paid cash for this property, this 20-acre estate I just got, and my other house is paid for and stuff. But I'm not rich though, but maybe some other people that are really bad off, or like how I used to be back in the day. I used to be so poor. I'm going to give you an embarrassing story of what I did, just to show you how poor I was, but more importantly on how I changed my situation and made it, and not only got out of debt, but did so much better. And you can too. Stay tuned.
Let's go for a ride. You are watching CycleCruza's all-in-one motorcycle channel. Subscribe today.
Whatever motorcycle you're riding, whatever you're at, make sure you're wearing the gear. If you want to get my gear, which is awesome, like this ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet that comes with an auto tint shield, my motovlog camera, airbag vest to help keep you safe, my CE armor jacket, shorty gloves, all my gear. I include links in the description and comment section of my video. You know, I really love it down here. With the people down here are so nice, man. The southern hospitality is so awesome. And I want to tell you guys that, you know, I am very humble, even though some of you guys think I like boast and I'm bragging or something because I pay cash for this property and stuff. I don't tell you that, guys, to brag, because, you know, all of this stuff, this material stuff, really doesn't matter that much. What really matters is your relationship, your experiences in life, your friends, your family. Number one, your family. That's most important. All this other material stuff is just merely entertainment. And I'm going to tell you, you can lose this material stuff anytime. Anybody can. You get an illness, you can't work, you lose everything. You know what I'm saying? So you always want to stay humble. I'm always very humble and very grateful for everything that I have, guys. And I'm just appreciative, number one, of my health, because there's so many people out here that don't have their health, or, you know, they lost their life out here. And you know, that's the number one most important thing, is your health. You know, I'm sure you'd probably rather be dirt poor with nothing and have excellent health than to be super ultra rich and be sick and you can't enjoy it, you know. But I'll tell you this, guys, is that I used to be so poor back in the day. I was like so many other people. I lived check to check, and I would go from job to job, a lot of BS jobs. And then I met this chick down south, and we had a relationship, and she was a bit high maintenance, wanting to travel everywhere all the time. You know what I'm saying? I was she turned me into like a baller on a budget, man. Everything was on credit. And I slowly got in a ton of debt, bought, you know, a car on loan. I ended up getting a house with a mortgage and running up my debt, man, big time. There was a point that I was $180,000 in debt. You know what I'm saying? And then when you lose your job, like I did, I lost my job. And then it all kind of comes down, tumbling down like a house of cards, man. And you know, I'll tell you guys, I was so poor at one point. Both me and my ex, we had ran both of our maxed our credit cards out. We didn't have nothing, man. We just needed to find a meal. We went down and got food stamps, guys. Got an EBT card and came out with a box of food with Spam and beans. You know what I'm saying? That was probably the most humble time in my life, man. And it very, very humbling. And it's crazy because I didn't have a family or nothing. It was just me and my ex. There was no reason why I should have been that bad off, man, you know. But I was. And it's really tough when you only got like $10 in your checking account and you're trying to find a way to make ends meet. And it's hard. It's hard. And then you're forced to work for, you know, for corporations. And that kind of, they want you to do that. They want you to get in debt, get in debt, and then next thing you know, you're enslaved to having to work for these corporations. You're forced to work. You have to, because you got to pay for all these things that you got, on credit. And one day I woke up and I said, you know what? And then my ex left me, when I was down and out. I ain't have nothing, broke. Of course, that's when they leave you, when you ain't got nothing, right? One day I woke up and I said, you know what? I'm tired of this life. I'm tired of this constantly paying for all these material things and constantly, living check to check, working these BS jobs. It was very, very depressing for me, man. It was like very tough for me. So I said, you know what? It's time to make a change. And what I did, I sold my house and I made a profit on my house that I was able to pay off all of my debt. So that made me debt free. And at that point I said, you know what, going forward, I don't care if I got to take a bus to go to the job until I can pay cash for a car. From here on out, I'm paying 100% cash for everything. I don't even care for a house. There is no such thing as good debt, guys. Don't listen to these people out here tell you that there's good debt, that mortgage debt is good debt. There's no such thing as good debt, man. Debt is debt, okay? You don't own it until you make that last payment. You know what I'm saying? The bank is in control of you. So, and like I told you guys, you don't have to pay retail for a house. You can get a house at a cash-only auction. There was one that I was going to get in a really nice town, $50,000 cash, guys, and the guy went in there, fixed it up, and he flipped it, and he sold it for like $250,000 or $230,000 or something, man. And he picked it up for $50,000. He probably put no more than $20,000, $30,000 into it, man. That's why I keep telling you guys that, cash is king out here, and you are in control when you're 100% debt free, and you sleep better at night. You live stress-free because you don't owe anybody. Yes, you owe taxes. Everybody owes taxes. But you own your properties. You own your material stuff. You own that. You don't have any, and you don't have to make a whole lot of money when you own everything. I have 2 houses, guys, and combined expenses for both houses probably less than a 1-bedroom apartment, which I think 1-bedroom apartment you probably can't get, what, $1,500? I pay less than $1,000 for 2 properties, guys. 2 properties, because they're both paid off. You know what I'm saying? Your car's paid off. You don't have no car payment you got to make. You don't have, you know what I'm saying? So, even if you lose your source of income, your job or whatever, it's much easier just paying property taxes than it is, paying these car payments, mortgage payments, etc., etc., etc. And it changed my life, man. It really changed my life. I've been 100% debt free since 2006, and I'm like militant about it. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you guys out there like CycleCruza, no, you could have took that money, put it in the stock market, made 15% return, and did way better and all that. Yeah, but you don't own your house. You don't own that. Somebody else owns that, man. You're making payments to them. You know what I'm saying? They are in control of you. You are a slave to that debt. Forget about the returns or everything. It's not even about just making money off of money or anything, man, because you always make and lose money. It's about ownership. Ownership is very important to me. It may not be to you, but let you get all of that debt, all these different houses. Some of these people have so many houses on mortgages, and they think they're a baller. They lease a BMW. They got a bunch of rental properties that are all under mortgage, and they're riding around here like they're ballers, like they're rich, and yeah, look at me, man, I got all these properties. And then they lose their source of income, and they can't make pay, and their tenants start acting up, and they can't collect rent payments and stuff. Next thing you know, it all comes down, tumbling down like a house of cards. You know what I'm saying? They lose everything. There's so many people like that. It's crazy. You see so many like NFL players and celebrities and stuff that had millions of dollars and lose everything because they made poor choices financially, man, and they lived that debt life, that debt cycle. There's a lot of people out here that are millionaires that are trying to live like billionaires out here, and a lot of thousandaires out here that are trying to live like millionaires and ballers, driving these fancy cars that are leased, living in these fancy homes that are mortgaged. You know what I'm saying? You see, I'm walking around here, sometimes I walk around here with shoes got holes in them, man. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't know, you probably think I'm a bum out here. Sometimes the way I dress sometimes, man. Back in the day, I used to be a baller on a budget. I used to walk around here wearing $1,000 suits and you know, in a car I was making payments on, and a nice house that I had a mortgage on and stuff, acting like I was the baller out here when I wasn't. I probably had a net worth, cash wise, of probably about $2,000. There's so many people out there, ballers on a budget out here, man. You know what I'm saying? For me, I want peace of mind. That's what I want. But anyways, guys, I'm just talking about this to help provide motivation to you guys. Like I said, it's not about bragging about anything, because any of you guys can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? So I wish you guys all the best, and you know, try your best to get out of debt. But anyways, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my All in One Motorcycle channel. Make sure to check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto. Deuces.
Thumbs up, check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.